since the launch of voter registration exercise by IEBC kicked off. The groups have accused politicians in the county of not playing the advocacy role to encourage youths and all persons who have not registered to take advantage of the exercise and get registered. Speaking in Mwangaza, led by Amina Rithwani, they referred the low turnout as a disadvantage to the county as it may deny residents an opportunity of electing leaders of their choice.
Women must not be sidelined, particularly those at the grassroots, who are key drivers of community development and social cohesion. Inclusion of women in leadership and policy formulation ensures that governance reflects the realities, needs and aspirations of the majority.
So sisi kama Mama Kenya movement tuna advocate ya watu waweze kupiga kura. Tunazunguka kaunti zote, tuko na viongozi wetu, na mbali na hiyo maswala na changamoto ambazo zinakumba jamii, tunapata kwamba watu wengi habari, viongozi wengi wanachaguliwa, lakini mambo ya jamii haiwahusishi. Kweli ama uongo? Sasa ndio tunasema we are advocates kuhakikisha kwamba kuna amani na maendeleo endelevu. Kama Mama Kenya, we are in 47 counties. Umeelewa? Hii poll imekuja haraka, lakini tunajiandaa kuongeza ile idadi kwa sababu tumeona gaps nyingi, gaps from political parties. Sisi hatutaki tena mambo kugoja nomination, tunahamasisha kina mama to take leadership.
Sasa tumedecide sisi wenyewe kama kina mama, maana Mombasa ni yetu sio yao. We are the one who elected them to be the MPs, to be the senators, to be the women rep, to be the governor. We are the one who elected them. And to make it worse, now tumeamka na tupeleke tena kiuzuzu. Maana wao wametukuta sisi ni maboga. Watupeleka wanavyotaka wao, atupeleke tena hivyo.
Wiper Patriotic Front Party leader Kalonzo Musyoka led a high-profile delegation from eastern Kenya to Kango, Jaramogi in Bondo to pay tribute to the late former Prime Minister Raila Odinga. And speaking at the solemn gathering, Musyoka delivered an emotionally charged eulogy, recounting moments of political struggle and personal danger shared with Odinga. He described a harrowing incident in 2023 during the anti-government protests over the high cost of living, where Mr. Odinga and him narrowly escaped what he alleged was an assassination attempt.
A unique day because we have a big team of people from outside Mwangaza. Most of them have come from Cumberland, but we also have people who have come from Nakuru and other areas. Feel welcome. Only those who love us, only those who love Raila Odinga, they are the ones who come here to the funeral. And for that, I'm very grateful. I know some people would like to mix it with politicians, with politics. Personally, I'm not a politician. My husband was a superb politician, not me. So don't expect me to bring in any politics here. But from what I know, Honorable Kalonzo Musyoka has been a friend of Baba for many, many years.
The gentleman lying here would have been the Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Forces of the Republic of Kenya. We've been to the trenches with my brother on one occasion in 2023 when Kenyans were saying the cost of living was unbearable. Some of us wore sufurias. We nearly got killed. Raila and I escaped from Embakasi South. How we did it was amazing. It was like the orders were given that day to kill us, mainly to kill Raila Odinga. But we escaped somehow up to Rafael Tuju's place in Karen. I think Kamawa Raila will remember this.
A 3.5-year-old child has died this morning and several other families left homeless following an inferno that razed their rental rooms at Hairiga village in Nyeri. The boy was living with his father, who also sustained injuries during the incident and was rushed in Nyeri County referral for treatment. They're now asking the government and well-wishers to assist them with clothing and food as they were unable to salvage anything.
Tuwezi jua ni nini ilifanyika juu sisi tulikuwa kwa nyumba, so hatuwezi jua juu sasa. Unajua ni mtoto alitokea tu akakuja akatuambia kuna moto. Sasa sisi tukakuta nyumba ya kwanza ni moto, ya pili ni moto. Sisi hatukujua ni nini. Nilijaribu kupiga nduru, nikapiga nduru. Majirani wao walikuja, lakini tulitoa kitu kidogo sana. Lakini after hapo nyumba zote zimechomeka na hakuna kitu yenye tumetoa. So mimi naweza taka watusaidie tu juu saa kama mimi niko down sana, niko chini sana juu nashindwa, sina mwelekeo, sina mbele, sina nyuma, hakuna nini ama nini. So mimi naweza taka serikali tusaidia, ituangalie yani for now. Juu hiyo ni kama accident. Tusisema ni mtu ama nini, ni venye tunaweza sema ni accident kama ya kawaida.
Tu ni kijana yangu akaja akaniambia kuna pahali kuna shomeka huku this side. Na kwa sababu si tuko neighbors nikakimbia, ndio nikapata kuna moto mkuu sana. All the same nikakumbuka hata mimi nilikuwa nimeacha kitu kwa gas, nikarudi. Sasa in fact hawa fire brigade walifanya vizuri sana, walikimbia, walikuja haraka kwa sababu hata niliporudi nikamwambia bwanangu, akapiga simu kwa fire na akasema hata wameambiwa tayari ndio wana.
The Elgeyo-Marakwet County Assembly has provided food and clothing aid to the victims of the landslide incidents in the Chesongoch area, Marakwet East constituency. This comes as the death toll following the incident has reached 35 people for one person, after one person was recovered today. However, 16 people are still reported missing. Led by the clerk of the assembly, Jen Mutai, they stated that the action is part of efforts to give the victims hope to live and return to normalcy after the tragedy.
We have managed to donate from our houses and even from the staff welfare 12 bags of maize together with 150 kilograms of rice, 100 kilos of sugar, and quite a number of sacks of clothes to help the bereaved families. The assembly, in solidarity, to cry with our people, to condole with our people, to comfort each other as Elgeyo-Marakwet County because of the recent floodslide that have affected both Marakwet East and Keyo North.
We have today brought enough food and clothing to the families that were affected by the landslide. It is a kind gesture that we can't take it for granted, and that is why I've personally come here to receive, to ensure that the spirit of giving continues as we restore our people back to normal life. They lost everything, they lost houses, clothing, everything, and by bringing these things, it is timely to make them come back to, at least not to normal life, but just to comfort them. We are continuing with the recovery. It's not easy because even during the recovery we had some injured people whom we were lifted to MTRH who got injured in the process. So the process is ongoing, very difficult because of the big boulders, a lot of mud, but we are hopeful that we are going to recover our brothers and sons and daughters, probably even alive, so that they can come back and support. And unfortunately, if we don't find them alive, we also need to find their bodies so that we can have closure when the families, they can at least heal, knowing that the unfortunate has happened. The culture of Marakwet and Keyo is the culture of giving, and therefore when they had this thing, they could not even wait for it to be told. They just said, Governor, can you take those things? We are bringing them to your office. And these, in our sub-county offices, we have so many. Some have even told me, let's have them in our ward offices. And we have accepted that please take them to wherever there is a government office, we will mobilize and deliver to the victims. And I want to assure that anything that you have brought to us, there will be no diversion. Everything will go to the committee and directly to the victims. Under my watch, nothing, even a single coin, will disappear. Everything will have to go to the intended purpose.
The Equitable Party TEP has filed a court case challenging the decision by the IEBC to remove the name of its candidate from Elgeyo Marakwet ward by election after the withdrawal deadline had already passed. Speaking to journalists in Vihiga, the party's national leader, Dr. Boni Shanga, accused the commission of favoring the rival UDA party and expunging the name of the TEP candidate. He further stated that their candidate was threatened and bribed after it was discovered that he posed a serious challenge to his opponent.
The Equitable Party was duly nominated Mr. Edward Kiplimo Mengich as our candidate for the Medkay ward by-election. Under Section 13 of the Election Act, nomination occurs when a political party formally submits the name of its candidate to the Independent Electoral Commission, that is IEBC. Subsequent presentation of nomination papers is merely an administrative step meant for verification. Once a name has been duly submitted, the law strictly governs withdrawal or substitution through Section 13, Section 2 and Regulation 52 of the election regulations. The Equitable Party fully complied with these legal provisions and validly nominated our candidates. However, the IEBC irregularly accepted a belated resignation made long after the lawful nomination window had closed, and consequently treated it as effective nullification of our candidate outside the confines of the law. It has since emerged that once it became apparent our candidate was commanding an overwhelming support from the residents and he was on the verge of victory, elements aligned with the ruling party moved swiftly to intimidate and compromise our candidate. Threats to his safety were made, and through political coercion, he was enticed with money and rented apartment in Nairobi to vacate Medkay ward and abandon his campaign, running away from the residents. We have reliable information that he was offered $500,000 upfront with a promise of further payments, a 6-month apartment lease in Nairobi, all designed to keep him away from the residents who rightfully demanded to exercise their democratic choice.
It's time for us to take a short commercial breather, but I'll be coming back with more in the second segment of this bulletin.
Unatazama Mwangaza TV, tumaini lako.
On 7th November, it is our day. The Twiga Adventure is here. Brought to you by Total Safaris Adventure. A day packed with learning, laughter, and adventure. We'll start our morning at the Giraffe Center, up close and personal with the friendly giraffes. Then off to Kazuri Beads Factory, where we'll learn the journey of making beads and even try the art of beading ourselves. Next, we head to Mamba Village to see crocodiles, ostriches, and tortoises and discover fun facts about them. After all that, exploring and the fun continues. Jump, spin, and laugh at the merry-go-round, trampoline, and enjoy a refreshing boat ride. And yet, well, we'll end our day with a delicious lunch to refuel after all the fun. Everything, transport, park fee, care, and lunch is all included for just 3,000 Kenya shillings. For more detail, call or WhatsApp on 0724 427270. Toto Safari. Travel, learn, have fun.
Karibu ndani ya Ijumaa njema na Esther Shiko. Tunaanzisha wikendi yako mapema kwa burudani motomoto, mafunzo na mawaidha kutoka kwa wataalamu mbalimbali, aswa kwa vijana.
Asante actor, seriously. Upeana zile mistari pale.
Kwa vijana siri ni kujituma mapema.
Na tunakujulisha kuhusu matukio mbalimbali ya kimziki, kimtindo, kielimu na kimaisha.
Wacha tuwe real. We be real kwa watoto wetu ili tuwasaidie.
Friday si Friday pasipo na Esther Shiko. Ni Ijumaa njema kila siku ya Ijumaa kuanzia saa 1 hadi saa 3, naye Esther Shiko papa hapa kwenye runinga ya Mwangaza. Usikose kutazama.
Kemuma Engineering Systems tumetambulika kwa uuzaji wa vyombo na vifaa vya usalama kama vile CCTV, intruder alarm systems, electrical fencing, razor wire, intercom systems, access control systems, automatic gates, general electricals, fire and smoke alarm system na fire extinguishers, solar panels, batteries, inverters na charger controllers. Tutembelee leo. Duka zetu ziko Nairobi, junction ya Kamai Road na Gaberon Road. Duka la pili, Nyandarua House, orofa la pili, room 204, Pwani Guest House na Mark Plaza Kasarani, opposite Kasarani Police Station. Tupigie simu 0793 949494 au 0793 494949 au 0758 121212. Kemuma Engineering Systems. We mind your security.
Neno la uzima. Ni wakati wa kulishwa kiroho na kupata mafunzo ya kipekee kuhusiana na mambo yaliyotata.
Hakuna shida kuitwa, tumeitwa. Na kuokoka tumeokoka. Na sisi ni watakatifu. Na lugha tunaongea. Na sisi ni watakatifu. Lakini katikati yako kunaweza kuwa kuna miuku inaongea. Either you are pastor, either you are bishop, either you are reverend, either you are apostle. Usipoelewa hii miuku itakumaliza.
Ungana na Pastor Edward Mwai pamoja na watumishi wengine wa kanisa la Jesus Winner Ministry. Ni kwenye ibada ya neno la uzima, upate mahubiri na maombi yanayokupa mwangaza maishani. Ni kila siku ya Ijumaa kuanzia saa 3 asubuhi kwenye runinga ya Mwangaza, Kiheo TV na Mwangaza wa Neno FM. Neno la uzima na Pastor Edward Mwai. Zaburi 119 mstari wa 105. Neno lake ni taa ya miguu yangu na mwanga wa njia yangu. Amen. Unatazama Mwangaza TV, tumaini lako.
Welcome back. Junior secondary school teachers in Murang'a County took to the streets demanding the government to confirm over 20,000 JSS interns to permanent and pensionable terms. The teachers who were recruited last year November and posted in January on 1-year contracts decried poor pay and uncertainty over their future. Earning a monthly stipend of 17,000 Kenyan shillings, they say life has become unbearable, especially for those living in urban areas.
As intern teachers, we stand here with a lot of stress. We stand here with a lot of depression, more so with a lot of anxiety. Kwa nini? Maana tumeweka kwa giza. Hatujui kesho yetu itakuwa aje. As intern teachers, we are suffering. How can we survive with 17,000?
No way.
Tunauliza government, our government of Kenya, how can a teacher survive with 17,000 per month?
How?
Malim, so as intern teachers, we are going through a lot of challenges. We are not getting the allowance benefits. For example, we don't have what? Medical covers, commuter allowances, house allowances. We are only given 17,000 per month.
Na la kusisitizia ni kwa walimu hapa ni walimu wa kisayansi. Hawana allowances. Ninasikitika kwa mwalimu wa kisayansi kuna risks ambazo anapitia. Na mwalimu huyu hana medical cover yenye ko sustainable. Ni kuonyesha kuwa serikali ni kama haimtambii mwalimu kabisa. Tunaomba Ministry of Finance na Ministry of Education. There is a mess in this CBC. The learner of a Kenyan citizen is being subjected to low quality education. Reason being, the interns are working in a demotivated environment.
A teacher survive on 17,000 Kenya shillings. We can even imagine a 17,000 Kenya shillings in Nairobi. No commuter allowances, no benefits, especially the medical allowances. For example, a female teacher. You are told you are being paid 17,000, and most of the female teachers, some get pregnant during the course. How are you supposed to take care of the babies? How are you supposed to give birth with the 17,000 that you are being given? And mind you, some have not been paid. When you come into internship, you even stay for months without payment.
And we are here to tell TSC that they should expedite the confirmation of JSS teachers. By now, they should have gotten their letters of confirmation.
More than 100 artisans from Gishogo, Kirinyaga County are set to receive official certification for their skills through a fully sponsored recognition of prior learning program, offering them a long-awaited gateway to better jobs and economic empowerment. The beneficiaries, including masons, plumbers, welders, hairdressers, beauticians, and other skilled workers, will undergo assessments by the National Industrial Training Authority, NITA, in collaboration with the Gishogo Technical and Vocational Training College.
Tulikuanga huku Gishogo TVC, tulikuwa tumealikwa na mheshimiwa wetu Geshimo juu ya certificate. Kuna certificate anataka kutusponsor, kutupatia zenyewe. Na tunashukuru sana kwa sababu tumekuwa na challenges mingi sana ya kutopata kazi kwa sababu ya hizi certificates. Like kwa sasa hivi kuna pali nilikuwa niitiwa kazi, lakini kwanza nikaulizwa kama niko na certificate na sikuwa na yenyewe by the way, so hiyo kazi ikaenda tu hivyo. But for now, kwa sababu sasa tumeambiwa within kitu kama miezi 3 ijayo, next year tutakuwa na hizo zenyewe certificate.
Hapa Gishogo TVC ni kwa sababu ya launch RPL, masomo ya watu ambao wamekuwa na experience lakini hawakuwa na cheti katika masomo yao, na tunashukuru Bwana sana ni kwa sababu ya mheshimiwa wetu Geshimo Githenji, kwa sababu amekuwa msaada kwetu sana. Siku ya leo ametulipia kila kitu ambacho kilikuwa kinahitajika, kwa sababu kulikuwa na challenges. Kupata hii cheti ilikuwa ni lazima ulipe pesa.
Ni safari ambayo tumekuwa tukiendelea naye. Tumeweza kufanyisha mtihani wanafunzi wa kwanza 24 na wakaweza kufusu. Tuligundua kulikuwa na changamoto kidogo, ambapo watu waliojua kari na walio na ujuzi ukiwa arika waweze kukuja kufanyishwa dhati za mtihani ndio waweze kupata cheti zao, wapata hawana uwezo wa kufadhili ama uwezo.
With that report, we come to the end of this bulletin. Many thanks for staying with us, and thank you to everyone who has made this a success. My name is Daisy Paul, Vivian Wangeshi for Sign Language Interpretation. On behalf of the entire team, we wish you a good night.
Unatazama Mwangaza TV, tumaini lako.